Use case. So Jacques, let's talk a little bit about the use cases that we have here, because there are many use cases that we can offer to our customers out in the marketplace, starting with data analytics. So that's
for sure. Yeah, that one's to me, that one's the easy one, right? Because within your Greenplum database, there are certain efficiencies that you get by having all of your data inside the database ready to query right away. Absolutely. There are also certain, deficiencies, right? So you think of your typical enterprise, as data continues to grow over 3, 4, 5, 10 years, the amount of querying and analytics that goes on some of that older data may just not be as relevant as it is, to the newer data. And so a typical deployment or architecture for data really is this multi-temperature storage for making sure that you're properly and fiscally responsibly storing your data for use, not putting it back into tape, when you and I were around, but actually making it available. And so, just imagine the scenario where you've got all of your most recent data on super fast NVMe hard drives. And then you have, your mid-tier data on, let's call it SSD or even spinning disk. Then you can take your older data and store it on Cloudian, make it still available, but not have to bear the cost of this expensive, kind of physical hardware. So I think that's a perfectly natural use case for a Cloudian Greenplum solution.
Agree. And then, of course, being on-prem, data gravity, you can actually do your analytics real time, and a huge advantage there. Data protection, that goes without saying in today's world with all the threats out there, protecting your data. As I shared, we have the object lock, worm for lack of better terms, and backing that up, we have the industry's highest level of security certifications. So again, protecting that data, making sure it cannot be held for ransom and that you always have access to it. Hdf Offload, this is a really interesting one, Jacques. This is the one I also love here too, right? So, what are folks doing? They want to separate out the compute. They want to separate out the storage so that you can scale both independently, right? Again, it goes back to economics. If I need more data, do I have to just, also scale up my compute at the same speed? Not necessarily, right? Giving that cloud-like environment. And as we know, so many of the solutions out there, the new solutions out there, they're going cloud-like. We offer that, but we offer it on-prem.
Yeah, and the thing I would add here is we've got a lot of Greenplum customers who actually had both Hadoop and Greenplum installed. And let's be honest, Hadoop has kind of become the mainframe of analytics for good or bad. And a lot of those customers are saying, hey, it's expensive for me to maintain this data lake inside of Hadoop, not only for licensing costs, but the fact that as you said, I have to grow both compute and storage every time I grow. And so this is a natural spot for us to help replace that slow, old, aging, technology with something, dare I say, hip and current and new with Cloudian.
It's hip. It's very hip.
And still have the same availability to access, do those analytics, make sure the data is protected, and modernize some of that old ecosystem.
Absolutely. And again, data gravity, data sovereignty, protecting the data on-prem, and then also just cost. Predictability, right? I have yet to ever find a customer who's working in the public cloud who can tell me what their bill is going to be at the end of the month. So we bring back some predictability in the cost. So again, giving you cloud-like feature sets, cloudability, but on-prem. And of course, the elasticity, scale up, scale down as you need. Another use case, disaster recovery. So again, ensuring business continuity, good RTO, RPO, protecting that data, or your data sets are giving you access anytime, any place, anywhere.